And 7 months after investigators found a dismembered body inside his car, the pop singer David was in a Los Angeles court today answering to charges of murder.
If you, like me, had no idea who David or D4VD is before this body was found in the trunk of his car.
I know who he is, but your microphone keeps peaking, bitch, and you need to fix that.
Let me catch you up.
Popular singer David arrested in connection to the death of a teenage girl, seen in this footage obtained by the California Post.
So the singer David is being charged with the murder of a 14-year-old girl. Her body was found in the trunk of his car. Let's talk about it.
Dude, it's even worse because, like, he's got songs and music videos and stuff that, like, depict him killing Celeste, which that's the name of the minor victim.
Here's a quick message from our sponsor, Rumble Wallet. You already know why people are moving to crypto, because here's the problem. Most wallets still plug into the same system we're trying to escape in the first place. That's why Rumble built Rumble Wallet. It's a self-custodial wallet that lives inside an ecosystem that actually defends free speech and financial freedom. No bank.wallet.rumble.com before use. This is 21-year-old David Anthony Burke, born March 28, 2005. He's from Queens, New York, but he was raised in Houston, Texas. Now, he goes by the stage name David, spelled D4VD. Now, in 2022, David blew up, having multi-platinum hits, and he exploded on TikTok. Now, according to prosecutors, in 2002, he met Celeste.
Oh no, D4VD, you know what that stands for, right? His dick gave 4 people VD. Sorry.
Rivas. At the time, she was 11 years old and he was 17. Now, fast forward a year where she's now 13 years old, David is 18, and they begin having a relationship. Now, in the state of California, the age of consent is 18 years old. Now, what that means is that if someone's 18 years or older and has intercourse with someone who's below the age of consent, that's what's known as statutory rape. Now, California has what's known as Romeo and Juliet laws. These are
we do, but it doesn't cover an age difference of 5 years. But off the top of my head, I think it's 3 years. Like a 16-year-old can date an 18-year-old. Oh no, I think it's 2 years. Yeah, I think it's 2 years. But like, yeah, no, Romeo and Juliet laws in California at least are very, very specific, and they don't cover an age difference between a 13-year-old and a fucking 18-year-old.
Essentially exceptions to the statutory rape laws that are in California. So the way California handles it, if the age gap between the two individuals are 3 years or less, they treat it as a misdemeanor. Okay. If it's more than 3 years, they treat it as a felony, which can get you some real time in.
And remember, it doesn't... No, these are mitigating factors. Okay, so it means that, okay, you fucked up your 2 kids, 19 and 16, or whatever the hell. We're not going to fucking ruin your life over something like that, but it is still illegal, which means that it's going to be treated like a misdemeanor, but you're still going to have to fucking pay for the violation of the law. That's what that means. A lot of people think, oh my God, it means it can always cut. No, it's a mitigating factor that the courts might take into consideration when still charging you with statutory rape.
Jail. So if the person's 18 and has a relationship with someone who's 15, then that is generally a misdemeanor. Most of the time, it's not even charged. Now, if you apply that to this case, prosecutors allege that Celeste was 13 and David was 18, making it a 5-year age gap. And since prosecutors are saying that Celeste was 13 years old when this relationship started, that also triggers Penal Code Section 288. That just makes it a crime to have any type of physical relationship with a child under the age of 14. To be more specific, it makes it a felony. Now let's fast forward to February 2024, where Celeste's family reported her missing, and when detectives started investigating, they saw Burke's, David the singer's, number on her phone. Now detectives talked to David, who tells them that he didn't know that she was a minor or that she was even missing. So when Celeste is returned to her family, they take away her phone. Now, at this time, David has blown up, so he has money to burn. And allegedly, he continues pursuing Celeste, drives to her school, and allegedly pays a student $1,000 to give Celeste a new phone that he bought. Now, the text messages they were sharing between the two are going to become very important in the case against David.
Also in the evidence are text messages that discuss sex between the two, her pregnancy, and an abortion. Celeste texting Burke, quote, "All we do is have sex and just hang out, man. I want more than that for myself."
Now, prosecutors allege that the relationship between David and Celeste started to sour because David's now a big star, he's meeting other women.
Hello?
Crazy. According to the prosecution, the night before they believe she was killed, April 23rd, the night of the 22nd, there was a big fight, and they went back and forth with text messages. She was upset because he was seeing other girls, and she was threatening in those text messages to disclose information about him that would get him in trouble and, quote, ruin his career. So he actually gets an Uber for her, according to prosecutors, and has her delivered to his home that day, April 23rd.
Oh,
now, what you just heard was what prosecutors call motive, the reason why they believe David committed this.
Yeah, that's motive in the fucking, that's like, that is so blatant. Like, I would use that as an example when like teaching prosecutors what to look for when you're looking for motive. You would look at this. Are you fucking kidding me?
Heinous act of killing Celeste.
So we know that happened. We also know that a motive was released. The motive being that the singer David was worried that this young girl was going to reveal that he was having an inappropriate sexual affair with a young girl. If she released the information that she was underage while involved in a sexual relationship with David, it would ruin his career.
Now, on April 23rd, 2025, prosecutors alleged that David ordered an Uber to bring Celeste to his home in the Hollywood Hills. Now, prosecutors allege that when she got there, David killed her. Then he took her cell phone and drove to Santa Barbara, where he started texting her, making it seem like she never came to his house.
They say he stabbed her to death, and he actually waited, according to this complaint, until she, quote unquote, bled out. Then he took her phone, traveled to Santa Barbara, and kept on calling, texting her, saying, where are you, where are you? As her body is sitting in her house, again, according to prosecutors. So he goes to Santa Barbara, and that's where, according to the complaint, investigators actually found her ID.
So allegedly, David comes home. He now has to dispose of his body. And here's the evidence prosecutors say they found in their investigation.
Blood evidence in David's garage that matches Hernandez's DNA. Tools David had delivered to his Hollywood home to dismember and dispose of the body.
God,
court documents allege David ordered 2 chainsaws, a body bag.
You used fucking chainsaws? I mean, what the fuck is this?
A heavy-duty laundry bag, and a blue inflatable pool, all under a fake name.
Now, after Celeste didn't come home, her parents were obviously worried and called authorities. And then on September 8th, 2025, Celeste was found in David's Tesla.
The body found inside the trunk of an abandoned Tesla registered to the singer David.
Yeah,
Los Angeles Police Department officers found human remains wrapped in a bag hidden in the front trunk of a Tesla on September 8th. Authorities told NBC Los Angeles.
Here's the thing about that, and I'm glad somebody actually mentioned it. Francis Karma, thank you. Francis Karma says, never commit a death penalty felony to avoid a much lesser punishment. So, little known fact, California does still have the death penalty. And it sounds like, and I can't be for sure yet, but it sounds like prosecution might be going for the death penalty. Oh, we just lost. Are we good? We just lost connection for just a brief second. But, okay, I hope we're back. Hold on, I have to check something now. Okay, it says it's on. Encoder looks okay. Says the stream is on. Okay, yeah, okay. Sorry. Just making sure we doing that, okay.
Angeles. The body, which law enforcement sources told NBC News was not intact, was found after the LAPD was called to Hollywood.
I'm pretty sure David has met I mean, look, let's be real. California standards for applying the death penalty are extremely high. I think David might have met them. I'm not joking when I say I think David might be the first person to be put on death row in California in over 20 years, I'm pretty sure.
Tow yard over a foul odor coming from a vehicle, which had been sitting in the impound lot for several days. Police said the vehicle had been towed after it was abandoned in the Hollywood Hills. Following the car's discovery, a spokesperson for D4VD said in a statement to NBC News that the singer has been informed about what's happened, and although he is still out on tour, he is fully cooperating with authorities.
Now, just to be clear, David has said he is not guilty. So legally, he is innocent until proven guilty, even though this evidence seems pretty damning. And the fact that she was found in his car, all these crazy text messages, all the blood that was found in his house. Looks like David may be going away for life. And let's not forget, California is a death penalty state.
David has pled not guilty, and his lawyers have said in the past they will vigorously defend David's innocence. Former federal prosecutor Nima Rahmani believes Burke's defense will most likely argue that Celeste accidentally died from an overdose, and Burke panicked, cutting up and hiding her body.
There's no way that's gonna be your defense. There's no fucking way. There is absolutely no fucking way you're gonna give that defense in front of a jury. Yeah, so you know, she just suddenly died of a drug overdose, and of course, I'm gonna panic, dismember her body, buy things to make sure I don't make a mess, hide her in my Tesla, and then abandon said Tesla to go on tour. Yeah, so clearly they can only offer what's known as a partial defense. A partial defense is something like a self-defense, right? A self-defense is a partial defense in the name of you did the thing that you're being charged with, but there's a good and reasonable explanation for why you did them. That's what a partial defense is, and it seems like they're going with a partial defense because wow, dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. There's no way that geez, wow. Wow. A partial, more like a crack pipe one. Yeah, but Saper, you know what I mean. You know what I mean, mister. Should be studying for the bar this year. I'm assuming you're going to be taking the summer bar exam, right? Most states usually have two times a year that they do them. Usually one in the winter and one in the summer.
They can somehow fall on that and avoid either the sex crimes or the murder itself. That would be a huge win for the defense.
So now let's go to the opinion section. Everything I'm saying here is an opinion, not fact. I think David is going down for murder one.
Yeah, same,
it seems obvious. Blood at his house. The body's found in his car. He's got all these weird purchases, the whole phone thing. David is in a lot of trouble. And just with the images on his phone and the conversations he's having with a 13-year-old about a smishmortion, that also is not going to be helpful.
Did you just say smishmortion? Can you not say abortion on stream or on videos? Oh yeah, no, YouTube just they're shutting me down right now, chat.
I think David is looking at years in prison. Personally, my opinion, and I think he deserves it, even without the murder. The evidence against David seems to be overwhelming, but I've been wrong in the past. Tell me how you feel in the comment section. Do you think the singer David is not guilty and he's going to walk? Because I think he's living.
Yeah, apparently there was a pregnancy and an abortion involved with all this, guys. Yes, it's fantasy. Allegedly pregnant with his baby.
In the dream world. I think his career's essentially over, right? Because of the things that he was doing with people who weren't the appropriate age. But
yeah, we're done with that. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's you're pretty much done. So YouTube is aborting your stream. Holy crap, that was a great one. That was, and then this guy fucking walks in. He rolled all in the dirt and stuff, and then jumped right into his fucking. He was rolling around you can see it on my whole bed. Now eat him. Papa Elfpire walked in. He's looking at the cat. By the way, that tick isn't growing at all. I think it's dead. There's no fucking way I'm going to hear you say something like that. If you're going to say something like that, that's akin to victim blaming. Because remember, that girl, that child, that 13-year-old is dead. I suggest you keep that to yourself from now on. I'm not joking. Wow, woo, man, you're lucky.
State of Louisiana has been indicted on 30 felony counts. You can't make this stuff up.
30 felony counts. More felonies than Trump got? No, Trump was given 34 felony counts.
Here's a quick message from our sponsor, Rumble.
Wait, did she say more than 30?
The state of Louisiana has been indicted on 30 felonies.
Yeah, 30. Yeah, no, Trump was 34. I didn't mean it like that. It's about motive. Motive is irrelevant where it comes to the victim. In cases like this, motive is entirely irrelevant. For like, why, like, she's dead. It doesn't matter what she did. Unless, like, she was attacking him and it's a self-defense thing. But we already know that's not the defense they're making. So, in the context of, I watched her OD and then decided to chop up her body and hide it in my Tesla, they cannot use, oh, she was trying to blackmail me as part of their defense. That does not apply to the defense they're employing. Yeah, because defenses, you remember, they've already stated what the defense is planning to be. So the defense is planning to be, he did not kill her. So motive is irrelevant because he didn't kill her. He panicked when she died, chopped up her body, and then hit her in his Tesla out of panic. Now, if that is the defense that you are applying, you cannot then make up motive and say, oh, but she was doing all these things, because it doesn't apply to the defense that you are trying to argue. I hope that makes sense. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I'm just showing how the defense that they provided would not match the defense you're trying to give. And yes, Sapertal is correct. The prosecution is going to argue his motive, but if he is adamant in denying that he ever killed her, it means that defense can't address that. The only way they can say they can argue against, well, no, these were his motives for killing her. What say you that? He did not kill her. He watched her die and panicked and chopped off. Like, their defense is so much worse than, like, if he had actually killed her, in my opinion. Because, I mean, it's the Jesus Christ. Why didn't you call 911 when she passed out? There's a lot weird with that defense and everything.